but I don't know if it's actually going to work. And I haven't worked with resin very much, but I've been talking about this project that I'm trying to do, which is basically a crafting project. And yeah, I think this is going to be the best way to do it. So yeah, I'm going to try to make this work. So basically, what I need to do is make a armband for my arm and figure out how to do that. It's kind of complicated, and I think that's part of why I've been putting off this project, but time is running out. So far what we have to work with, I feel like I should explain what I have to work with. This is a cup. This is for mixing the resin with glitter and with color. And then this is a mold that I'm going to use to hold everything in place. I have also a hot glue gun, and then I got glue sticks. Because the actual center of this piece needs to be gold, I got this from Daiso, which is like a gold glitter glue. So I'm gonna try and use that to like make like the little like applique shape in the middle. And then I have like a resin LED light, but it's like off to the side. So I think what I'm going to do is mix the resin first in this cup and then put it into the little tray here. This is like a mold, so it's like very bendable. And then I'm going to set it under the light. And then while I set it under the light, I'm going to work on the ribbon portion, because I think my strategy at this point is going to be the visible part of the armband is going to be the ribbon, and then to secure it and keep it on is going to be with the string, which is going to be less visible. Hi! So here goes nothing. I also have a little stick or two to mix everything up. Hopefully this comes out good. I've been putting it off because I'm like afraid to mess it up, honestly. Do you ever watch One Piece? So basically, if you watch One Piece, I am making a cosplay accessory for One Piece. Hi! Long time no see. I am making a cosplay accessory for Nico Robin from One Piece. And I couldn't find exactly what I wanted online, so I am attempting to make it myself. Yes, I remember you. Absolutely. One of these days, the plan is to do a stream where I just write down everybody's names who joins, especially if you subscribe, because there's some people, like at this point I recognize your name from like conversations in the past, but it will be cool to like record everybody. No, this is not chocolate syrup. This is UV LED friendly resin, and you can't really see it very well. It's clear and it's in the bottom of this cup. I'm gonna put it into this mold right here. So I think before I add it to the mold, I'm going to add color, because this is supposed to be gold. I'm winging this. I've never done this before, but we're gonna try. So I think the way gold would appear visually would be some brown, potentially. Here goes nothing. I have a lot, hi, I have a lot of resin, so if this doesn't come out right, I can try again. But you can see the color going in. Now it does look like chocolate syrup. I actually like the good vibes, like saying hello to everybody. And is that Pickle Rick? Oh my gosh, my day is made. Pickle Rick! So it's starting to look kind of like chocolate syrup now. A little bit. But it doesn't smell anything like chocolate syrup. The color, I think, is a little bit dark. So I'm gonna add a little bit of yellow. It drops like very slowly. Can you see that? I really hope this comes out good. And I'm not trying to get it all over my hands because I'm pretty sure it's not good for the skin. The yellow didn't really do much to lighten the color. Okay, maybe it did a little bit. This is a step in the right direction. Kind of gave it a honey type look. I think I'm gonna add a tiny bit more yellow and then move on to the glitter. It's supposed to look like fake gold. So if you watch One Piece, then you probably know about the character Nico Robin. This smells terrible. Absolutely terrible. And this accessory is based off of her character. They taped this closed, which is a good thing, so it doesn't make a huge mess. It's already getting all over my fingers. I don't know if you can see that, but I feel like this is going to be a messy project. Oh yeah, you gotta watch One Piece. Oops. That was a lot of glitter. I like basically dumped the whole thing in there. Can you see that? Oh, that's so cool though. It's actually really working. That is so cool. It looks just a tad dark, but I think it might be okay. I was worried it wouldn't work. I think since it looks a little bit dark, I have a lighter glitter right here. Well, this is my first time crafting for a cosplay. Like, I've cosplayed before, but I've never crafted like something specifically. And I always thought it was really cool, like the people that make like swords by hand and like fake wings and stuff like that. I think that's so cool, but I just never made time to do it. And I also have been maybe a little bit intimidated. So I just went for it. I just dumped so much glitter in there. I feel like it looks tiny bit brassy right now. But that might be okay. I also don't want this to dry. All right. Here goes nothing, guys. Oh, you can't really see. Hang on. Let me adjust. with hopefully not making a mess. This looks a little bit dark. Maybe I used too much brown. I don't think that's terrible though. I think what I'm going to do, if it ends up being a little dark, is dust more of this powdered glitter stuff over the top. And I also think it might not hurt that it is a little darker than I planned, because I don't want it to be transparent. I don't want you to be able to see through the setup. So this is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to put it under this LED light and let it cook. It smells terrible though. And then we're going to move on to the next part of the costume. I'm trying not to spill it. All right, it's under the thingy. So now, the next step is armbands. And I need to kind of measure those. I also have to keep track of the light, because the light, it only stays on for so long, the LED light. So I gotta like move over and turn it back on periodically. I don't know how much I need, but that should be more than enough, right? I have an idea of what I want to do, but it's like a rough idea. It's not like an exact thing. Yep, the light turned off. Hi! I am making a costume piece for a One Piece cosplay. I don't know how I'm gonna measure this. It doesn't need to be that big because I need to be able to tie it in place. So I think I'm gonna try here. I'm just guessing. Measure twice, cut once. Oh no, please don't unravel. That should work. Okay, so I think I'm going to even this out on the ends, because fraying is not a good start. But that didn't seem to help. This is not a like high quality ribbon. This is like a dollar store ribbon. So the problem with it is that it frays like very easily, like right here. So I'm probably gonna end up putting glue on it to keep it from unraveling more. So now I'm gonna make these two match. Oh, I gotta turn the LED light back on. I'm making fake gold. I gotta keep an eye on it. This is the part that I've been kind of like dreading making the most, because I feel like it's the trickiest part. Because I need it to stay on my arm, but I also don't want it to be too tight. I think before I do anything else, I need to attach these guys. And I think before, since I have two separate pieces, but I need them both to be approximately the same. I'm going to test on one and make sure it works. And then if the first one works, then I'll do the exact same process on the second one. And if I need to change anything, that way I've not ruined 2 pieces of ribbon already. So now we're gonna go check on our fake gold because it looks like the light's turned off again. Gotta turn the light back on. Whoa. It kind of looks really bright on the camera. All right, fake gold is still working. It's magic. And now I don't think I need that much of this. I almost wish I got staples so I could just staple it. Maybe since it's elasticy, I'll do the same length as the ribbon itself and then cut it in half, roughly. There's my cat. Do you hear her? I'm about to get up and let her in. I just want to cut this first. Moxie! Hold up. Let me get my cat. Come here. Yeah. All right. While we were letting the cat in, the fake gold turned off. So I gotta turn it back on. All right. Leave the gold alone. This kind of feels short to me. I think I am going to do 2 that are this length. Do I have enough of it to do that? I think I do. Because my worry right now is that if I only glue this on the very end like that and I pull on it, it's gonna pop right off. But if I glue it all the way to like the middle, like that, there's going to be a lot more glue holding it in place. So when I pull on it, it's less likely to just pop off. What is wrong, ma'am? Come here. That's my cat complaining. So, change of plan. We're going to try and use the glue gun and hope that it doesn't look lumpy. I think I have enough material to try a couple different ways for this. So I can experiment a little bit. Can you see my cat? Say hi, Moxie. Say hello. She's like, what are you doing? What is this? I've never got a Japanese glue gun before. Oh, okay. It looks like there goes my other cat. It looks like the way it works is like when you're not using the gun, you can use this to like rest it, but you have to put it on the gun yourself. If I can, yeah, Loki, I'm coming. This is kind of difficult to get on there. Okay, it's on. So now I think it's meant to like kind of rest. It's supposed to. Nope. Look, that's what the picture said. The picture shows it resting. I'm not impressed. Hold on. Let me get my cat and turn the gold back on. Come here. You want to help me craft too? All right. Loki would go straight for the LED light. I really don't want him touching it. So the cord for this is very, very short. So I guess I'm going to have to move the table back or something. I don't want to do that either. Okay. That's a little bit annoying, but we'll make it work. I think I need to put something under this, because I've used hot glue before and I know it makes a mess if you're not careful. I don't think for this layer it matters too much what color we use, but since the ribbon is purple, I'm just going to go ahead and use the blue. I don't want to use the gold because the gold is going to be used for the gold armband thing. Alright. I need something to put this on top of. We need like a paper or something. Do I have some old cardboard? Fortunately, when I did trash this week, I got some new cardboard and I have like a Starbucks cup holder thing. So we're gonna use that. Loki, can you sit on the couch, please? If either of my cats were to put their hands into the glue or something, it would be Loki. I really gotta keep an eye on him. Okay. Here goes nothing. Now it works. Okay. Where's my string and ribbon? This ribbon has like a shiny side and then a not so shiny side. I don't know if you can tell on camera. This side is not shiny. This side is more shiny. So I want to put the glue on the side that's not so shiny. Is it heated up yet? Nope, taking its sweet time. But at least the stand thing is working. Well, that's annoying. I guess I just gotta wait. I wouldn't say my life strength is being super patient. Hi. I'm making fake gold. Nope. Let's check on the fake gold. I don't think it's dry yet because it still looks like it's got a lot going on there. the light turns off by itself, which I'm thinking is a safety feature, but I find it really, really inconvenient. I tried to mix it so it looks like one color, but it didn't really mix super well. So I might have to play around with the consistency to try and get it a little bit better, but I have to go in over the top of it because I need to put like letters on top of this with the hot glue gun. Oh! While we were talking, the hot glue is ready. I can tell because it's starting to spill. So oh, this is chaotic because it's like glittery and stuff and it's making a mess. I think I made the right decision to, bless you, to put the ribbon, put the elastic farther in on the ribbon. This is requiring a little bit of focus, so give me a second. And it's taking a lot of glue too. I think I might need another stick of glue. The glue is getting everywhere. Okay. Not me spilling the glue sticks everywhere. Alright. It already spilled anyways. As long as it looks smooth on the other side of the ribbon, I guess the application on the back side doesn't really matter too much to me. I had to check and see how it's coming out, but it doesn't look too bad. This is so sticky, it's getting everywhere. We gotta check on the gold again. Alright, that seems to be working. I realize I made a mistake, guys. I should have measured the second piece of string before I glued the first one. And, yeah, it was at that moment I realized I messed up. So I'm going to try and avoid the same issue again by cutting a second piece this time. And I need to move quickly because the glue is just dripping everywhere, so I need to hurry up before the glue dries. This glue gun is not the most efficient one. I mean, it's getting the job done, don't get me wrong, but it's, yeah, it's kind of making a mess. Okay. This is like, no. Here comes Loki trying to bite the elastic. I don't want him to think this is a game because this is hot. This glue is hot. I'm getting it all over my fingers too. For the people that make, yes, it is Japan. How are you doing? I'm trying right now to cosplay or work on a cosplay costume, and I am struggling with this hot glue. It's like a crazy exercise in multitasking because the glue is like making a mess, and then the LED light is like turning on and off. But I am worried right now about durability for this. Like how, and to make things more difficult, here's my cat, thinking this is all a toy for him. Nope. Alright, so this is what the inside looks like. Kind of a mess. But the outside is what you're going to see. So the question is, does the outside actually work effectively? So I'm going to turn the glue gun off so as not to waste more glue, because the more the heat is on, the more it... Yeah, I mean, I'm not still live. I took a break, but I came back because I had a project I need to work on, so we're back. Maybe I should not have done 2 separate pieces. Like, I could have just done 1 long piece. No? It seems pretty sturdy, though. My cat thinks it's for him. No, Loki. You were flying? How was your flight? The question is, do I think this is going to be secure enough not to come off? Maybe so. It actually feels pretty secure. Good evening. I can speak a little bit of Japanese. Nihongo skoshi wakarimasu. But not enough to do an entire stream in Japanese. You know, I am really starting to appreciate good weather because lately we have been having an exceptionally freezing cold winter here. And I could do with some warm, sunny days. So please send some warm weather this way, Tiger Jane. Man, the chaotic energy for this craft is like off the charts in my mind. I think I am going to double glue this. Like, I think I'm just going to glue another piece of ribbon on top of it, because I think it's going to, adding more glue is going to make it more secure. You can type, but you can't listen and understand. Yukuri hanashimasu ii desu ka? If I speak a little bit more slowly, does that help? Some of my Japanese friends have told me that I speak very fast. So maybe I noticed, because I do long form videos on this channel. When I do a long video, the way I speak, oftentimes I speak everything together. So like, 英語で私の言葉全部一緒に多分切ってちょっと難しいだから早い話します。Okay, look at OT hitting us with the kanji. I can't keep up with kanji though. Rome in India, Goa. Goa? Is that place called Goa? To be completely honest, there are so many places I would love to travel. But I gotta get this YouTube monetized first. I mean, I'm still gonna travel, regardless, but you know, I'm sitting over here making fake gold. I need some real gold to travel. Really? That is really, really kind. I wish I could speak Japanese better, but for me it's a little bit challenging. But I love learning Japanese, so I'm not going to give up. Maybe I need a different... I only have one blue glue stick left. So maybe I should switch to silver. I hope I'm not making a mistake. My cat thinks this is for him. Oh yeah, I need to plug this back in. No wonder. What did I miss? This glue is not cooperating. Yeah, I think this is not hot enough. I have to wait again. Here's the gold. And I think it's actually starting to set. So I'm gonna put the heat back on it. I don't think it's gonna take that many more times. Heating up the gold. My cat is so invested. I think this is becoming a very big exercise in trial and error. And my cat thinks it's all for him. I wish I had got like some ugly glue sticks, because I feel kind of bad using the glitter ones. when it's not really like showing the glitter. I should have just got like some plain ones. Mm-mm. No, no, no. This is hot. You don't want to bother it. Trust me, you do not want to bother this. It looks a little bit lumpy, but I don't think that's a really big issue. Here's the gold again. I feel like it's starting to actually set because if I pull on it, it's like it separates. It's like a full coin. So we're making progress with the gold. I think for the next piece, I'm just gonna do one. No, 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 no. Leave it alone. I gotta keep checking on the. Gotta keep checking on the light because the light has gone off. So we're gonna turn the LED light back on. Boom. It'll stay on for, I don't know, maybe a minute or two and then go back off. So I gotta keep checking on it. This is like kind of unruly, to be completely honest. That's frustrating. No, 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 no. There was probably a better way to do this, but I don't know what it was. And I feel like we're already mid-project. I don't know what I did here, but it like made it like uneven. And I'm trying to fix it, but I think the glue is already, no, 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 no. Yeah, I don't know what I did there. I'm tempted, I'm tempted to start over and I don't want to do that. There's gotta be a way to fix it. This is like me wanting it to be perfect. That is what's happening. I'm trying to decide if it's a really big problem or not. Because it's not totally even. I don't think it's that bad. I think I'm making it out to be worse than it actually is. No, no, no. No, no, no. I'm just gonna keep going. I think what I can do, if it doesn't come out perfectly smoothly, is iron it. The glitter is so pretty though, because at this point it's like silver, glitter silver mixed with glitter gold, which is really, really pretty. And it's also making a very big mess. Okay. I think if I want this to be smooth, I might have to iron it, which I really don't want to do. Because the problem with ironing it is that it's going to reheat all of the glue, whether I want that part reheated or not. So I think what I'm going to do instead, I had this idea before I started this project that it's probably a lot more work, but I was thinking, because I have these cords, and I could put like a braided cord on the outside. This is just making more and more work for myself. And I think I would have to glue that for it to stay. I don't know. Also, it kind of depends on where the center part is. Is the most of the damage in the center or no? I think I'm overthinking it. I think it's fine. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I am a perfectionist. I like things to be like totally perfect. Oh, this is not totally done. I'm gonna do one more side on the top part, and then I'm gonna flip it and then do it again. This time I kind of have a more clear vision of what I'm trying to do. So, put that there. Where did I put my scissors? Am I sitting on them? I'm sitting on them. I think instead of making two pieces, I'm just gonna do one. So I need it to be even. right here. That's where we're gonna cut. So we're gonna move this because this one's pretty much done. It's not perfect. I know I said I'm gonna try to stop complaining about that, but here comes my cat again. So I'm gonna put this old mold underneath this because just in case this is not totally dry, I'm gonna flip it over this way. But I don't want it on the floor, so. Alright, here goes nothing. This one I'm also gonna try and do more quickly versus the other one. So I'm gonna do one straight line all the way through with a glue one time, one straight line all the way through, and then glue the second piece of ribbon on to hopefully eliminate some of the lumps that I was getting last time. Plugging the heat back in. I just made that even. Here comes my cat. I feel like he's like Godzilla cat. Like he's just here to destroy the whole thing. My cat. See how pretty the glitter is? I think that's so pretty. I'm holding this in place to make sure that the first anchor point for the glue stays put. And then after that, I'm just gonna put the glue all the way down. If I can. All right, wish me luck, guys. This is like decorating a cake or something. But the glitter's so pretty. I'm loving the glitter. Please stay put. I didn't quite get one line. I've got the anchor and then part of a line. But I think this is already better than the last one. And I think, honestly, I might have enough supplies to do the first band that I did over again. Which would be perfect, because I feel like I just need it to be more smooth looking than the way it came out. Eepa. Oh, okay. I see how this could be a problem. It's trying to crinkle up on this part, and I'm trying not to let it. Something about the way I did that part. It almost did the same thing as the other one. I mean, it basically did, but it's a little bit better. Like, here's the first one, and then here's the second one. And you can see the second one is a lot smoother. I also might be, this is just an idea, I also might be screwing myself over, I hate to say this, by double ribboning it. Like, maybe it's overkill and I don't need to do it. It's just a thought. Why does this look gappy? Maybe I can add some glue. My cat is not helping at all, to be totally honest. The dilemma. I knew this was going to be the hardest part of the project. This is why I brought snacks and tea. Nope, nope, nope. I gotta make a decision. Yo, I wonder if it can. I think I'm just gonna use this one and move forward. No? Because if it's tied, it's gonna be straight. There goes my cat running around. I'm just trying to see, like, can it do the job it's designed for? It looks like it. It looks like it. I think if I put more glue here, it's gonna fix the problem that I'm worried about. Hopefully I can do that without getting it all over my hands. I tried to make it better, and it is not making it better. It is instead making it worse. Okay, I'm coming, gosh. I think this is just a thought. But I think I'm gonna take a break from that. And no, this is still not done. Let me let my cat out. Oh, my legs. it's time for a snack break because I'm starting to get frustrated. Definitely starting to get frustrated. These are Kind bars, which I really, really love the taste of. Maybe if I just pick the glue off. I'm just gonna try that. Because I have to wait for the fake gold anyways. So I'm just gonna start picking the glue off. She asked me to let her out. Now she's upset because I let her out. But she asked to go out. I'm trying my best not to waste materials. And after doing this 2 different ways, I'm kind of starting to think this is maybe the best I can do, possibly. She's really upset about being out there. She asked me to let her out there. Yeah, I'm coming. Alright, guys. I'm gonna go let her in and take a quick restroom break. I'll be right back. Keep an eye on the LED light, the fake gold. I'll be right back. I'm from the US. Do I trust you guys? Come here, come here. I don't trust him. I don't trust him, so I'm taking him with me. I have to hurry up because I don't trust my cats. I absolutely don't trust them. There they go in the background. The moment of truth for the fake gold. Which side looks better? Does this side look better? Or does this side look better to you? I kind of think this side looks a little bit better. Like it looks a little more like gold. Let me move it. So does this side look more like gold? Or this side? I mean, it's pretty much dry either way. I think this is the part I cannot make mistakes on. So I'm gonna put it under the light again to make sure that it's dry. Before I move on. So, I think I'm gonna try and put tassels on it. Arigatou gozaimasu. I appreciate it. This might be difficult. So if I put I think this is gonna have to have the opposite. Here comes my other cat playing with it. No, this is not for your entertainment. I think, based on the material that I have, if I try and put like trim on this, I think it's not going to work. And I think it's because the trim is too narrow. So any mistakes that I make are going to be very, very visible, which I don't want. But I need, I want to do trim underneath, like tassels. But that's going to take forever. If I do them like that, if I just glue each piece one by one. Which is more important? A good result or a fast result? I think I would rather it come out good. So this is gonna be so difficult. More chocolate. I need energy. I hope I'm not making a big mistake. can hear my cat doing something in the background, and I don't know what she's doing. But whatever she's doing, she's not supposed to be doing it. I'll be right back. I think you guys are gonna get sent to bed. I honestly think that. I think it's bedtime for my cats. All right, Neko-chan. Oyasumi nasai. Come here. I know you don't want to. I'm worried they will get into trouble while I'm not watching. And there are too many things in this room for them to get into. So they've been sent to bed now. They'll probably come back to the door and complain. But at this point, that's too bad. I think I'm gonna... Gosh. I think I'm gonna use the other piece. The reason I think I'm gonna use this piece is because it's already a little bit smoother and because it's already open. So I can glue the tassels on the inside without them being very visible on the outside. I'm gonna just... This is gonna take a while. I'm gonna get comfortable. Also, my cats are safe. They have already eaten dinner. They have food and water. They're totally fine. They're just mad that they can't be in the same room with me. And because I have hot glue and a lot of other stuff going on, they are being sent to bed. And once they figure out that I'm not going to come back to the door, they will go to bed on their own. I don't even know how long I've been doing this for, but I feel like this is going to take a long, long time. Yeah, my cats are so mad. But I just don't want them getting into any trouble while I'm doing this. Sorry, I'm kind of munching in you guys' ears, but I'm starting to get a slight headache. I don't know why. So, one, two, three, four, five. I don't know if I have enough black tassels. So just in case, I have to add other colors because I absolutely don't have any more black. I'm keeping track of how many I placed in each spot. My cat is really not having it. I can hear all the complaining. I don't know how they're mad they got kicked out. Because they keep doing random stuff. Yeah. If I can't make sure they're not chewing on something they're not supposed to chew on, or climbing in something they're not supposed to climb in, I am going to send them out. This is going a little bit faster than I thought. Just ignore them. They'll be quiet. Yeah, right. This is what I have so far. When I was at the store, I tried to find an easier base than this, like thing gluing everything down. But I couldn't find anything that I thought would work. And so that's how we got to this point. At this point, I'm just using a unused glue stick to glue the tassels, because if I touch them, the glue is going to get all over my fingers, which will cause everything to stick together. And I'm trying to avoid sticking my hands to the project because I think that's going to just make it a bigger mess. I'm going to be so annoyed if this doesn't come out at least halfway decent because I feel like this is a lot of effort. This is why I didn't decide to make the whole like costume from scratch. Like, yeah, one part of it maybe, but the whole thing, no. That's 4 I have in the center. Sounds like my cats have realized that I'm not letting them back into the room. I feel like that one's not super secure. This is what we have so far. The glue needs to be like trimmed off, but we're making some progress. So like once you remove the glue, I did not want this to be a 2-day project. I really didn't, but it might have to be. Because I would rather it come out good and take a little more time than rush through it and not come out good. And I'm getting a headache for some reason. So maybe it's time for me to go to bed. Oop. I think I need to do one more cut. Let's see. I think I also need to stop worrying so much about placing each piece perfectly. I don't think they have to be placed perfectly because I am going to end up gluing another piece over this. So I can reinforce the glue when I glue the next part on. I'm saying like the doesn't need to be perfect thing, and then I'm like going over these pieces, trying to make them perfect. I'm using the glue sticks to keep the glue off my hands. There we go. It still looks a little sparse, like it doesn't have enough string. But I think the gold has come out good so far. I'm gonna set the gold up there. I'm gonna separate these into twos. Hi! 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I just have the 10 of them. So now, I think I'm gonna start from the middle and reinforce in the middle. Thank you! And then keep going. Right now I'm working on a cosplay costume, and in my mind this was gonna be kind of a little bit easier than it actually is. And I'm not even doing the whole costume from scratch. Like I'm just doing one accessory. It would also have helped had I had like already ready-made supplies. For example, if I had like a strip of fringe, like fake fringe, like cowgirl fringe or something, that would have helped. But now I'm like gluing little by little to create fringe, which I think is like extra work, but we move. We just gotta keep it moving, you know? The other thing is, because I already have some of these supplies laying around, I didn't want to just like buy a ton of supplies for this one project. That I'm only gonna wear the accessory probably the one time. So I wanted to try and use stuff I had laying around the house as much as possible. And so here we are. What happened to that piece? Okay, here it is. I had moved it, but I didn't glue it yet. I'm gonna have to trim this piece because I feel like it's too long. All right. I'm gonna go to the ends and reinforce the ends. But I don't think the ends are where I really need to focus my effort, honestly. I just want to make sure the color kind of blends all the way through because I'm using more than one color. But I think the part that needs the most reinforcement is the middle because the middle is going to be the most visible. But I honestly might have to finish this whole project in the morning. That's what I think I'm going to have to do. Man, I didn't want to do that, but I think this is going to be a to be continued project. Because I don't want to rush through this project. So here's what we have so far, and here's what the plan is for tomorrow. So probably tomorrow morning is when I'm going to try and finish this. So this one right here, I need to add more of these to it. Because right now it looks really thin. So I'm hoping that if I can add this one more piece of cord, it's going to give it a little bit more fullness and give it more of the desired effect. I also, if I'm being really, really creative, what I could do if it's too thin still and there's not enough tassel is I could use the glue stick and intentionally pull the glue down to make more tassels from the glue. So I might do that tomorrow. Then, here, I'm going to set this up so you guys can see what we're doing, okay? This is what I need to finish in the morning. This is what the plan is, okay? So this all needs to go together like this. So look. These two pieces, the top and bottom, need to be connected, okay? These are gonna tie on the ends right here. This, I need to put like initials on it. So I'm gonna use glue to do that. And I'm gonna use resin to do that. And I think I might add a few more tassels using the glue if it still looks a little bit thin, because it looks a little bit thin right now. But it's getting late here. I have a slight headache. I still need to wash off my makeup. So I'm going to call it a night. For those of you who have hung out with me so far, thank you for hanging out. you made this process faster and more fun. And I guess tomorrow is round 2. So see you guys tomorrow. Good night.